Math Counts 2025 Chapter Level Spring Round Question 21. It says someone has 5 different sized matchsticks and the length are positive integer number of centimeters. No 3 could arrange to form the sides of a triangle. So what's the least possible sum of those? We know that those are positive integers, so they start from 1. And we know that for the length that can form a triangle, the 2 sides of the triangle's length must add up to be greater than the 3rd side. In other words, this can make a triangle. And what cannot make a triangle are the 2 cases. One is the 2 sides of the length equals the 3rd one. The other one is the 2 sides of the length is less than the 3rd one. However, as we're trying to make the sum of the length as small as possible, we try to not make any length as large as possible. It says it has 5 different sized and each one must be positive integers. So if the first one is 1 and the second one, because it has to be different, the second one would be 2. In the third one, if we try to make sure it cannot make a triangle, the third one could be a 3, could be a 4, 5, 6, of course. However, we're trying to make the sum of the length as small as possible. So we just make the third one a 3, okay? And the fourth one cannot be a 4 because if that's the case, then 2 plus 3 is greater than 4. There is a triangle. So we're trying to make the fourth one large, but barely sufficiently large. That's a 5. So no combination of 1, 2, and 3 can go beyond 5. So there's no triangle over there. And the next one, now we know how to play the game. The next one is barely the sum of the 2 largest numbers in the prior data set, which is 3 and 5, add up to be 8. So the 5 numbers will be 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8, and the sum of those will be 19. So this question is testing us the understanding of cannot range the sides of a triangle. And a possible wrong thought would be it has to be larger. So 1, 2, and the third one would be a 4, and the next one will be a 7, and the next one will be a 2 is a wrong way of thinking, because you don't have to make the third one being 4 so that you cannot form a triangle. Okay, you only make it the same so you cannot form a triangle.